Welcome back. All right. The previous video was a little over 10 minutes, so we've got time to get another video in here. We're still working with Google Sheets, so let's pay attention here. We talked a lot about how you can set up and put data in here. I showed you how you could go in there and edit the rows and columns, and you can open up the menu when you right click on your mouse that relates to the column, or if you come over here and you click on the side with the rows, it relates to rows. You can insert, you can delete. I've shown you a lot of those things. Now I want to show you some things with formatting. So, for example, I want to highlight these words that we've got here in our word bank. And then what I really like to do, I like them to stand out. I like to be able to see what they are. I'm going to come over here to borders. And when I click on borders, I can add one line or I can add an outer border. So if I click on the outer border, notice now, I just have a line surrounding all of those words. Okay, well that may work and that's fine if that's what you want to do. However, I like to come in here and use this one, all borders. And now I have a distinct line between each one. Sometimes that helps me when I'm trying to look and read with the data, follow what it is. Now again, I can also come over here and I can highlight this. And I can mess with my font size, my font style. I can add color. I can even add background color, much like what we do with Google Docs. Now, follow along, do what I'm doing, because you're going to have to send me a screenshot. So let's go ahead and get caught up if you haven't already. Now, same with this, our course schedule. I want to go over here and highlight just the material I have down. I want to click on the borders. Now, I want to click on the one I like, but I'm also going to come over here and look at this border style. What is this? So I can really make it a bold line, or I might want to make it dots. Okay. Again, this is a personal preference. It may depend upon what you're trying to distinguish or get people to notice. Just make sure that there's a reason for it. If you don't need to put dots or a double line, then don't. But if you feel like that will help the user understand that this set of information is different from this one, then that is relevant. Same, if I want to come over here and maybe I want to choose a different background. And I kind of like the light blue. I used the font. Made a mistake. How can we correct this? There's a couple of ways. I could highlight all of this and go back up here to my font color, or I could simply go Control Z. I like Control Z. That to me was the fastest. Now I'm going to go back and do the background color, and I'll try the light blue now. There we go. Not too bad. So we've done several things with this. We've created a lot of things. I want you to think, what could you use the spreadsheet for? Maybe you need to keep track of all your video games. So you can sit there and put in a list of your video games. You might have several lists. You might have a video games for your Nintendo, your PS5, 3, 4, whatever, just you name the different games you have. You could put that in there. You might need to keep track of your shoes, or maybe your music or your movies. Maybe you've got a large listing of movies that you watch. You would like to keep a record of that. I want you to give me 2 lists of items that you like or that you want to keep track of. Video games is one. That's a good example, but maybe you have another one. And I might put in my favorite ice cream. If I can type, there we go. Now, so I want you to write out 2 lists. I want you to border. I want you to do a background color. I want you to change the font size. I want the font size of these lists to be different from this font size. and then send me a screenshot. So you've got another screenshot here. So you've got a screenshot for the first video, a screenshot for the second video. If you have questions, please let me know. As I said earlier, though, respect yourself, respect your family here at Bonham Middle School. Wear your mask. Hope you're doing well. If you have questions, please let me know. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you.